No.
Okay.
And then we was like,
All right, let's bring it in. Let's bring it in. All right.
It's so jiggly.
What is going on, family? Obviously, we're having too much fun here on In Your City. In Your City here on WNSB Hot 91, the soul of VA. Look,
the soul of VA.
that was really good, actually.
I be trying to time
that
it
was really
before
perfect.
you
That
get
was
to
spot
the-
on. That was
So
spot
before
on.
you get to the next
So
part, I
true.
try to time it.
That was
I be
perfect.
missing
That
my
was
mark.
perfect. High five.
Yeah.
First ever. Look, you're joining with your favorite crumb. You got Arrington, Gavin with me always. I got my brother, comedian Syrok Foxx.
What's going on, 757?
We have the hustle queen, Miss Michele Young. And look, we always got to shout out our amazing producer, Mr. Kam Godley.
Yo.
And look, also, what we got to shout out Alvin too. Alvin's behind the scenes. He has a big
Y'all
part.
know how I feel about Alvin.
All righty.
Wow.
Wow. Oh, poor
Alvin
Alvin.
comes to work with his pockets unzipped. Y'all know how I feel about
How
it.
unprofessional. How unprofessional, Alvin. Shame on you. Shame on you.
He's zipping up his
Zip up the pockets. Hey, have y'all seen my wallet? Well,
If you had your pockets zipped.
oh my gosh, man. Well, it's so good to see y'all. Obviously, we're having too much fun. Right now, I can't stop laughing right now. All right, I'm gonna start off. Look, how far would you guys go for $100 million?
Decent question.
Pretty far.
Pretty far.
What's the foundation though? Give us the foundation of the question.
Okay,
We
so
can-
I bring this up because Snoop Dogg, right? Everybody knows Snoop.
Yeah.
Snoop D-O-double-G. So everybody loves Snoop. Snoop was offered $100 million from OnlyFans to do I
Right.
guess, to show a little bit. Snoop said no, absolutely not. I'm not showing-
His wife said no,
Yeah.
and he was
Yeah.
like,
He
"Yo,
said,
I'm married to
I'm
a
married to a
black
black
woman."
woman.
She said, "No, the hell you won't.
She ain't
No,
going.
you will not."
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Now, look, Snoop got away with a lot of stuff in the 90s. Look, he has pushed the envelope as far as he can with his wife. I think he knows.
He's giving her piece now.
That is
He's
very
giving
true.
her piece.
They've been married for almost 30 years. And let's be honest, Snoop doesn't need the money. But in my opinion, if I'm rich, $100 million, that's a lot of money.
100 million is a lot of money,
million?
even for a rich person.
Thank you.
Let's not play like a
Thank
small
you.
bucks.
A lot of money.
Oh my gosh.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I asked you guys how far would you go, for 100 million? Or if anybody said, hey, look, I want you to do this, and it's probably sometimes out of your character, right?
Mm.
Would you, $100 million?
Yes.
Or do you? Yes. Okay.
I would
That was
even
quick.
resort
Say
to
yes.
murder. I'm telling you, 100 million.
All right, that was Syrok, not the show, not In Your City, not WNSB Hot 91.
No,
that
my
was
God.
Syrok
100 million?
Foxx.
I would go pretty far for 100 million. I'm not gonna lie. It's not too many things that's on my list of things not to do.
For 100
Have y'all
million.
ever really had though a price point? Like say 100 million was what's your actual price point?
What are
mean,
you asking me though? Like, what are we? What is the thing to do? Like, is it the whole dress thing? Is that the conversation?
Well, I
I
think too is the fact that basically exposing yourself, like showing a lot of skin.
That's
like
it.
Snoop,
Yeah,
Snoop is
that's it.
literally
You're not hurting
Snoop is like
nobody
saying
anyway.
I'm not taking nothing out. No,
so I'm
absolutely
not hurting nobody.
No,
That's
you're
what
not
I'm
hurting
saying.
anybody.
Okay.
So-
Just taking clothes off for 100 million?
Yeah,
Shit.
just
People
tell
do
my
it for
family
way
the
less at
warning.
strip
Tell my
clubs.
family the warning. Yeah.
People do
Hey,
it for way less at strip clubs.
hey, mom, I'm about to show my dick.
Yeah.
Oh,
Definitely.
Cam, where are you? Where's the beat
Wow,
button?
wow,
Where's the
wow,
beat button?
wow.
You missed it.
We try to act professional, y'all. We try to act
Look, when we
professional.
edit it, it'll be blank.
But you know what? I think it's more funny though, because Snoop is a person that has literally invested or done everything.
True.
Like when it
Not
comes to
conservative at all.
promotion. Exactly. So it's like hearing him actually reject an offer and 100 million is like, oh man.
But think about it. I think he's on brand. Like, all right,
Mhm.
one, Snoop Dogg still weighs 98 pounds. Like, still.
a whopping 90.
Still. And then two, he's like what? He's closer to 60 than he is 50, right?
True.
Snoop is getting
Yeah.
closer up there in
Yeah.
age. It would just look crazy and desperate for him to do OnlyFans right now. I mean,
It just blows my mind.
People just want to see,
Well, and that's the thing. It blows my mind how much money people are making just off of OnlyFans. Like it's Michelle had brought up when we were having a serious conversation about the whole pay wage differences, but why women are not getting paid. Michelle laid it on hand. She's like, the only thing we can make money off of, and
that's the fastest way to make money as a
Now,
woman.
what's funny is OnlyFans didn't even start off like that. OnlyFans started off just like
subscription content or something.
subscription
I think for like
content.
comedians too.
For anybody, like even
That's
I can
true.
start an OnlyFans right now, and it can strictly just be me showing off different shoe designs,
Mhm.
and you're paying $1.99 to see the latest shoe design fashion or whatever.
Mm,
It's just that sex workers took that industry and pushed it forward. You got to understand a lot of what sex workers do is pushing technology forward, and then we all reap the benefits later on.
Yeah.
Cinematography is
Yeah.
advanced by sexual content.
Mhm.
The way we do entertainment, the way a lot of things, a lot of formulas that we do every day mainstream came from the porn industry pushing boundaries.
Do y'all remember when OnlyFans was gonna say, "Hey, look, we're gonna
I was
have some
about to bring
restrictions."
that up. When they try to take nudity off of OnlyFans,
Everybody's like, and they saw that. Look, they saw them numbers go down. He's like,
they were like,
look, okay, we might have said,
I thought that was it. How you gonna ostracize the group that made you famous?
what you are.
Yeah.
Like, regardless of what your intent was.
Every
That was just so
other
funny.
site was like looking at the chops when they said that, because they were like, oh, we're just gonna step in and take off right where you left off.
Oh yeah.
If you don't want those billions of dollars a year, we'll take them.
Yep.
I thought it was a silly idea. I
It
thought
was
it was a
stupid.
silly idea.
It was
You gonna
stupid.
ostracize all the people who like really put you on the map. The whole reason you're a multi-million-dollar company is because of these sex workers, and now you're gonna kick them to the curb because what?
That's right.
You want people to start cooking on your channel instead, baby.
Not
Y'all don't want to see Paula Dean make a comeback and cook? No.
Mm-mm.
That's what YouTube is for.
Yeah. Cool.
That's what YouTube is for.
No. I don't.
OnlyFans is for popping that bussy.
Oh,
Okay.
All the way.
All right.
it's been like 5 episodes, but he's
Yeah, he hasn't learned his lesson. He hasn't learned his lesson, and he's
Until-
coming after Alvin because of the unzipped
Until
pockets.
the FCC puts bussy on the list of words.
I think
that
that's the
we can't
FCC knocking
say.
on the door right now. I think they're here. I literally think they were driving at the point.
Fine,
Like,
fine.
until-
I'll take it out. I'll
until
take it
we
out.
know otherwise, I will continue to bleep you out.
thank you, thank you.
Jeez.
Well, look.
Call Hot 91 right now.
Oh.
Wait, we gotta ask something before we transfer.
Mhm.
$100 million
Mhm.
exposing yourself on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
$100 million. You
Yeah,
good?
yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
Easy yes to me.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Easy yes to me.
yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
We get it, Kim.
You do know
Wait,
we don't
wait,
have
is this-
$100 million
oh,
to
is
give you,
that
right?
on the table?
This is not a real offer. This is
I thought y'all
y'all,
knew
ladies and
some-
gentlemen. I
I
know
thought
we on the
y'all-
radio, but he is literally
I-
looking for the
I
pen to
thought
sign a
y'all knew
contract.
I thought y'all knew something. My bad.
Yes.
Oh, my bad. I stepped away. I stepped away for a
Who's my
second.
co-star? Is it you? What are we doing? What are we doing?
There's only one person in this group that could be my co-star. We're gonna put that.
So there is $100 million limit.
We about to make 100 million.
Oh
Oh,
my God.
There's a limit to it.
Oh yeah, I'm not doing anything that I would naturally do.
Oh, see.
Yeah.
So how much would it take for you to do it? Say
Yeah.
have a male co-star on OnlyFans.
Oh,
How much money would it
There's
take
no
to do it?
number. There's no
No
number.
good
for
number.
that. There's no number for that.
No.
I no.
No. I mean,
I can't touch the other guy.
I think we should stretch this one out in the
I
pod
feel
because I
like-
think I for some reason
But we can be in the same room.
I
Arrington
feel
is
like
definitely getting uneasy
you
with.
know, all I'm saying
It's
is
100 million.
all I'm saying is it sounds like y'all like to get a little nasty. All right, and now it's
so
time for our
mad.
favorite
You know why
segment.
this is his saying. You're the reason why.
I'm the reason.
You're the reason why some people like to get a little nasty. It's now got to be put on a t-shirt.
Making sure all the cameras are right. Anyways, look, I think it's about that time, y'all. I think it's about that time for our favorite segment
Yeah.
of the show. It's time for Syrok. What you think?
Attention, please. It's time for
It go down in the deal. It go down. It go down.
It's time for Syrok, What You Think.
All right, everybody, y'all know what time it is. It's Syrok, What You Think, and this one is gonna be a little edgy. We're gonna go edgy like the other ones was vanilla. No, we're on a touchy subject. You know, me and Twitter be going in sometimes, and if you follow me on Instagram or any of those, you see all the questions I be getting asked and all the questions that I be asking. Now, today we're talking about submission. That's right. And who do we want to submit? The question, the debate, the question that everyone asks every time they get on some type of podcast or panel: why women don't submit to their men. Now, this is a little bit more direct. This is going on to who do women choose to submit to? Who do women want to submit to? Do they want to submit at all? And I bring this up because I saw a video on Instagram. And the video was basically a woman breaking her man. Like, you know, when I mean breaking, I mean like breaking a horse. You know how you capture a wild horse and you ride them until they domesticated, and you know what I mean? So this woman was manipulating the situation where she, you know, I can't say what's a good word. She made upset. She upset it. I just want to say pissed.
Upset.
Upset is the same as pissed. I feel like pissed is more. You know what it is.
You're trying to get stronger with it.
Yeah. So what's a strong, non-clear way to say?
Sound like angry.
Yeah, maybe that.
Maybe
All right.
angered him. There we go.
There we go. So this wife made her husband angry, and he tried to express that verbally. He said, "Look, you know, you really upset me with this, blah 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 blah." And then she flipped it like this. This happens a lot. When a man mentions his grief, the woman kind of, you know, woo-side, like do some reverts back to you type Uno stuff. And now the guy ends up apologizing. The guy ends up apologizing. And it's like the way she did it was every time he messed up, she would raise a literal red flag. So the guy would be like, "Look, I don't like how you did that. That really hurt my feelings." She'd be like, "You coming too aggressive, red flag." And like, so he'll walk away because
so passive aggressive.
He'll walk away, come back, and he's like, "Okay, I get that I'm upsetting you, but listen, you got to hear the way that I'm upsetting. Red flag, you're coming too aggressive."
Right, no.
So like that. Now, granted, it was a skit, but this comes into play. This comes into play of that conversation of submission. Women do like submission. Now, who do they want to submit is the question. Now, in my own personal life, submission has never been a real big deal. But apparently on social media, when you ask a woman, will you submit to your husband? And I'm saying husband. I'm not saying just boyfriend and girlfriend, but I'm saying husband.
I respect that.
Right. Why is this such an issue? Why, when we say submit to your husband on certain situations, does it cause such strife? When I'm telling my woman, when I'm telling my wife, "Hey, don't go here," it's a reason. It's dangerous. It's this. It's that. It's this. She will never be like, "I'm grown. I go where I want." No, she trusts me. She knows that I know about that area. She knows that if she goes there, something bad can happen. It's a reason why I'm telling you. If I say, "Hey, you know, wear this dress tonight when we go out," trust me. You know what I mean? She don't hit me with you don't tell me what to wear. She gets the dress. She gets it ready. She picks her earrings. She gets her perfume. And then she goes to the place that I tell her. Now,
Difference can be broken or made in every relationship by a person's actions. If I don't trust a man, if I don't trust you financially, if I don't trust you mentally, emotionally, if I don't trust you to protect me emotionally or mentally, I'm not going to submit to you. I'm not, because you don't got me. But what you're saying is different. She trusts you because she knows you got you.
Now, and also a question too. Now, was this trust already from the beginning? Because again, you and your wife been together what, 13?
13. Well, no, longer than that. We've been together 16 years.
16. So I feel as though in the rookie stages of marriages, you still continue to know, as crazy as it sounds, because it's like you just made an oath between you and God and all this. But there's still some growth to be there. I feel like when it's like, you know, you had some years under the belt. I mean, you're still learning, but you're really comfortable with it.
Has submission been an issue in your relationship, or it's whoever knows the most about the situation is the person who leads?
It's not an issue, but I would say we've each been guilty of still like saying, well, I'm just curious. Let me just like, if like you mentioned about the outfits or about don't go here. Like I'm the same with like Sheer, like don't go to this gas station. It's dangerous in that section. I'm pretty sure Sheer was like, well, I just had to get some gas, so I just had to get. And I'm not gonna say where
you did that voice for her.
I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry, but she knows I'm always like, baby, because I remember there was a time when she was she had an internship at the Thai Stadium over at Harbor Park, and she was leaving work at night. It was a gas station nearby. You know which gas station that was? That's 11 on the corner. Yes. And I said, babe, please. Now, my wife is not from the Hampton Roads area, so again, she's like, gas station. But again, I'm like, babe. But I'm not like I will never upset. I'm just like, babe, something could have happened. You know, you gotta be careful.
Yeah.
But I'm doing the same thing. If she do something, I'm like, no, I'm wrong.
You know.
So we're just together. Like I'm wrong. So like occur.
So let's read what you said. So once the trust is broken, it's hard for you to say to you, man. Once the trust has been broken, it sounds like the relationship is over. From like as soon as the trust is not jump, but as soon as the trust is gone, it sounds like you're out the door.
I think that can be true depending on the extent of the damage, but also it can be regained. People make mistakes. I tell people all the time, because I've been married. I was married twice. Once for 7 years, once for 5. I keep it real. Keep it real. But in both situations, what I will say is where mistakes were made is when the longer you're with somebody, mistakes are going to happen.
Yeah.
You're going to mess up. I'm going to mess up. And if you're going to go into a marriage and not marry that person, accepting that they're going to make a big mistake or you're going to make a big mistake, you're fooling yourself. Because in every relationship and marriage, I don't care who it is, I've talked to many people who have been together a long time or married. There's always things that happen: betrayals, lies, insults, just disrespect.
Yeah.
That's always going to happen in every long-term relationship. So, but you can come back from it, but it takes both people wanting to change the behavior that caused the trust to leave the relationship first and then build your way back to it. But I agree, in the beginning of a relationship,
it's tough.
Submission is like
changes this really changes my Syrok, what you think, because I've never thought about connecting the trust to the submission part. I've always thought that, okay, if I'm a good husband, if I treat you right, if you've been with me for this amount of time, you know how I move, you know how I think. When I'm saying, don't wear that here, don't go here with this in your purse, or I don't know, don't wear these shoes for this event. When I'm saying these things, I'm not trying to be controlling. I'm not trying to be like, oh, I'm the man in this relationship, you do what I say. No, it's because there is a specific, I can point to the exact reason of why I'm saying it. And if you do, everything that I'm trying to prevent from happening will happen undoubtedly. Undoubtedly. And if you get away with it, it's just your stroke of luck. You need to play the lottery. But I've never thought about the trust that she puts in me. Yeah. I never put that, even though I said it, I never really thought about it. I just thought that people be tripping when it comes to submission. It's like when you mention the word submission, submit to your husband, you see the faces in the room change. Yes. Like I just told them to go be a $3 hooker on the side of the street.
I feel like a lot of people think of submission as a control thing, but it can be loving. It can be very loving.
Y'all done switch to Syrok. What you think?
We'll continue this in the podcast because I have thoughts too. We don't have enough time.
It's all right. Yeah. Well, y'all know what it is. It's the Michele Corner. I feel like we need a better name because Blue's Clues got something on the corner or something like that.
We need a theme song too. We'll work on it. We'll work on it.
Well,
Syrok can't be the only one having a theme song.
I know, right? I know. I'm not liking it.
I made the song.
All right, guys. Well, look, we talk about babies, but we're talking about babies in a different level because y'all know I'm getting ready to turn 40 here on the 31st of January.
I didn't know.
Woo!
Girl,
I'm
you don't look a day over 30,
I
girl.
know.
Go ahead
I
on.
know.
Frequently, younger guys, they approach me, they want to date me,
Mhm.
they like me, they catch feelings, not saying I don't, because I definitely will catch feelings back.
Mhm.
But, one thing that seems to be an issue in these scenarios is, children. So, of course, I have a 20-year-old, I got a 17-year-old. At this point in my life, I'm building my career. I've already done the baby stuff.
Yep.
And so one thing that I would like to ask y'all is men in general, whether it's a woman or man trying to date, older, and I mean like 10, 15, 20 years older.
Mhm.
Why is this, why do you pursue somebody and to begin with? Like, if I have older children, if I'm past the stage of my life.
You
A
should
lot of
go
women
in
my age
knowing
can't
that
even
you're
have
not gonna have
children. We
kids,
got the tubes tied, like we're done having children. Why is it, you want to get close to a person, mentally, in a mental or emotional or physical way, but they're really a walking red flag to you, because I'm a walking red flag to any man in his 20s or early 30s who wants to have a child. I'm a walking red flag to you. Like, because
So
I'm
why
still your
pursue?
soul, and then it's going to be horrible
Mm.
because you're not actually going to want to be with me. And in reality, you're going to eventually end the relationship because you want to have a child. So
that goes into the age of the person, though. You got to remember that the men in their early 20s, mid 20s are very short-sighted. I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of them are short-sighted. They're for the now. When I was in my 20s, I'm trying to do everything that I possibly can now because I can die tomorrow. You remember, I was in the Marine Corps in my early 20s. I was combat deployed multiple times. So when I'm garrison, when I'm back at the crib, man, I'm just trying to boom, 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 boom. I'm just trying to, you know what I mean? Yeah. I'm just trying to have fun. So I don't know. Maybe it's the short-sightedness of the men. They see you, they fall in love, they see a future, and then naturally, when you're in your 20s, just like an animal, you ready to
procreate.
I feel as though these guys that say like will approach you is probably all a blur to them, because obviously they're just focused on the beauty and something else. Seriously, because it's all a blur. They're not thinking about it. Then when it starts getting serious, like, whoa, I'm in a whole new trance now. I gotta think serious. I gotta think kids. I gotta think this. I gotta think that. And
that's
they forget.
so hurtful.
It
like
is.
I've literally cried. Like, I've had devastating situations where I've talked to somebody for months and months, and then all of a sudden it's an issue. Like, that's so hurtful to a woman who is already.
But I don't think they mean so to it. You're saying, does it hurt just the fact that we've already built all this like love for each other? Now you're hitting me with this big curveball.
You know why it hurts? It hurts because these men can't even do what they are calling a deal breaker. You can't carry a child in your womb, but that's my worth. Is that my worth as a woman? But you can't even carry a child yourself in your womb. So why is it my worth? Like, why am I not enough as an individual? Why do you expect me to do what you can't even do for us?
Or why go into a relationship in the first place?
Exactly.
Knowing.
But that's the thing.
But I don't know. When do you know you want kids?
That's the
when do you know?
Part.
I didn't know until 2 years after my first kid. So 2 years after my first kid, I was like, man, I think I want kids.
So and the first one just didn't count?
Shout out to Syrok's daughter, who's a G, matter of fact.
She was there.
Alrighty.
When I looked over and saw her, I was like, well, look at that.
Bro, Cam, I think he's just jealous because
the job is done.
That's his wife's twin. That is his wife's twin. That's
low key.
Absolutely.
I got my son, but, low key, I'm salty.
I don't think you should talk to Syrok about this.
I don't think men think about. Yeah, I think that's my answer.
I don't think they think about kids in the first.
Until it's thought. Like, when I was dating older women, because I was definitely dating older women, I definitely wasn't thinking about I wasn't having no kids. And plus, I was already smart enough to know the geriatric age, when it's dangerous for a woman to carry a baby. I'm not even mentioning it.
It's like, as weird as the example I'm about to bring up, but like, think of the NFL Combine. The Combine, none of those cats are thinking about winning a championship. They're thinking about getting drafted. That's their main focus. So it's like the draft lasts for at least I'm gonna say 2-3 weeks, and then you have the actual the combine, then you have the actual draft. So I just think during that period, they're like, look, I'm just trying to get drafted now. Okay, now I'm drafted. Now I can start really talking about my career within. So I don't think their initial
even
thought
then, even when we can carry that analogy further, even then, once they get drafted, now they got picked. I'm just trying to start.
There you go.
So
there you go.
This young man who's in your life is like, oh, I got picked. Okay,
okay, good.
Now I'm trying to get on the field.
I got a key to the house. I got my key.
So once they get in the field,
even men in their 30s now, there's a lot of men in their 30s who still haven't had kids, and then that expectations. I'm like, okay, we only 5, 6, 7 years apart, but you want me to have a baby? Like, you didn't have a baby, so you should have done something in your 20s.
That's the one thing men have over women. We can have babies
I don't like
forever.
that. We don't got enough time to talk about it, but we're gonna talk about it in the pod.
Absolutely.
But I don't like that. We gotta wrap this show up.
Okay.
You can't say you don't like something before it is.
They
We
gotta,
can cut something short.
The suspense.
They gotta
We
listen
can cut it.
Never.
listen to
They
the
gotta listen to
podcast.
pod. They gotta listen
They
to
gotta
pod.
listen to the podcast.
That's what I'm talking about,
This
Cam.
man
That
said,
is
I
why
don't
he's
like
the best
what you
producer
said.
in the land.
Ain't never
He's
showed.
the best producer in the land. All right, family. Well, look, like Cam said, look, we about to tie into the pod, but hey, tune into In Your City every Sundays at 12 p.m. here on WNSB.
Where can they listen to the pod real quick, so they can catch it?
They can listen on all platforms, iHeart, Spotify, whatever, all platforms. Wherever you listen to your podcast, you can tune into In Your City. So do so right now because it's about to get good. So hey, we'll see you next Sunday.
Ooh.
We got a few things to talk about.
We got a few
All
things to
right,
talk
all
about.
right,
Okay, yeah, we
all
gotta
right,
finish
all
that
right,
one.
all
We
right.
gotta finish it.
Okay.
So Cam, you were saying that you had a few thoughts about.
Well, I'm 44.
And you can
And
still
I
have
don't-
kids.
And I can still have kids. And I didn't have kids. And I made a conscious effort to not have kids because I didn't have anyone to have kids with. Didn't want a baby mother. My ex-fiance miscarried. And then that was that. So like, just because we're older doesn't mean we're making a conscious effort to not have kids.
But do you expect that of a woman who's also older, even if she can?
Expectations aren't a thing when we're having conversations.
And let's be honest.
So like I'm going to communicate with that woman and be like, hey, as I do now, like it's going to come out in conversation.
And I feel like,
I
feel like there's women now, they will do all they can to have a child. Doesn't mean they have to produce one. They're gonna, if they want kids, they're gonna have kids. I mean, I know a person, I'm saying she's a single mother in her 60s and she has a 17-year-old. She wanted kids. It's crazy, but
my own bias got to get into it because it's like, how can you properly give that toddler the energy at that age?
Exactly.
Right.
Older parents got to be rough.
And that, I mean, look, that my mom is always like, so when y'all gonna have kids? When y'all gonna have kids? I'm like, Mama, I'm like, I'm more uncle type, but honestly, I never say what the future holds. We probably will have kids.
That's gonna change.
Yeah.
I've been telling you since you got married that was gonna change.
Yeah. But it's just,
I'm guessing, to tell you the truth, I'm guessing around 31 is when his own like baby clock is gonna lose its mind, and he just gonna be busting everywhere. Like he's just gonna be shooting up the
Oh, I
club.
missed. Coming back.
Man,
Coming back around.
making accidents just happen unconsciously. Man gonna come. He like, well, I'm gonna put it back in. It's still up.
Get all that. Get all that.
Okay, I got a question for you though. I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Have you given up on the idea?
No.
So it's still possible.
Absolutely.
Because as men, and this is, I'm not trying to dish your point of view, but as men, we can have kids for as long as we're alive. For as long as we
Al
live.
Pacino, De Niro, they popping out babies in their 80s.
I do realize that I have to date a little younger for that to happen.
Yes.
Like
That must break your
someone
heart,
my
That break
age.
your heart.
Not necessarily. As long as they have eggs.
Oh darn!
Yeah.
You can
But then
give them
with-
eggs to somebody.
But then you start talking about higher risk and things like that. And a lot of women around my age don't want to deal with that. And the truth be told, a lot of women around my age have grown kids. Like they think they're done or they know that they're done.
Yeah.
So that's why I say, but I don't like to, like, I can't really date any younger, like 35, 36.
But would you be with somebody who cannot have kids and you have a great connection, or is that something you're like,
it would be a decision and it would be a conversation. Because if she can't, that still doesn't mean that we can't. There's ways to make it happen.
adoption? Yeah.
Because I was about to say, your cutoff age is the danger age. 35 is the danger age for having children.
Right.
35 is a danger age. That's just being real.
To the parents in the room, can I ask a question? Is kids really worth it? Like, be honest. I'm sorry.
They're
Just
amazing.
be
Yeah.
I thought
Yes.
Syrok was about to say no.
They're amazing.
Hey,
I
look.
Hold on, what was that, Syrok? Okay, I was just making sure I got you.
I'm just saying, like, you know. I mean, that's another mouth to feed. That's
I tell you
tuition.
what, so I can give you a real answer. I feel like every dad at least can answer this question. Having children is rough. It's hard, but man, I love them little Negroes to death. It's like two little me's.
They're so
My son has a whole different side of my personality. My daughter has another side of my personality. It's like two me's. And watching them navigate the world and solve problems and make friends and enemies and all this stuff, it's like, wow, I'm raising this person, and this person is going to be like a crazy influential individual out there in the world once they're grown. I just know it. Well, my son, I don't know, but my daughter is going to be a very powerful person once she's outside this house. So it's like, man, they're amazing. Now, if I never had them, would I be sad?
You would. I mean, you wouldn't.
I
know.
wouldn't know.
Right.
I wouldn't know. Would life be different? Totally. Would I still be having fun? Hell yeah. I would be kicking it.
It's a humbling experience to be
Right.
a parent, though. It's very humbling.
Mhm.
Let me just say this: every parent who has ever existed, you fuck up your children's lives. I'm just being honest. You fuck their lives up because you're growing up with them, especially, I had them at 19 and 22. So I really, I was growing up with them but the beauty of that is them seeing you grow as a person, which inspires them in their life. So yeah, they're a lot like you, but on the same token, it's stressful. It's scary. There's a lot of things that gets on my nerves. I've got a lot of grays because of it,
and everything is your fault. Everything is your fault.
Yes,
when I mean everything is your fault,
yes.
Everything.
For everything you ever did.
Everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
You just have to accept that. It's very humbling.
It's I think the only way you can be a bad parent is that you don't hold yourself accountable for the things that you should.
Ooh,
you know what I mean?
Again.
As long as you're being held, you holding yourself accountable. As long as you hold yourself accountable, you're going to be a great parent.
And they're going to love you.
They're going to love you. I show 100% transparency when it comes to my daughter. My son is still a year and some change old, so he ain't got too much going for himself right now. I don't like babies.
He can't contribute at all.
No, a very whack kid. But my daughter.
I feel like his son just fucks him up when he gets home. Like, yo, you talking about me? I heard you talking about me.
I promise you, if me and him could put on the gloves, we would go. We would go. You know how many times my wife broke up a fight between me and him?
That's so funny.
I said, yo, what you say? And she said, babe.
He's the baby.
He's one. I can't stand it. But I'm very transparent with my daughter. I show her the truth. I don't try to sugarcoat it. As soon as she was old enough to know about Santa Claus, she was old enough to know about the truth of how we live. She knows where our income comes from. She knows what I do for a living. She knows what mom does. She knows who we're with. Yeah. She knows our life. So she can never be up, she can never hit 30 and be like, well, you kept this from me. You knew our financial situation all the way through. You knew I couldn't afford that baby bop. What is it? The baby bottle pop or whatever they do.
Baby bottle pops, yeah. The candy, yeah.
You knew there was a time where we was homeless. You was around during that time. You were around during the time where I got those 6-figure contracts. You were around during the times where I got dropped from them. You were around during all this situation. You were around during the full package. Yeah. So it's like, me as a human, not just your dad. So with that knowledge, she's becoming just a great human being. And that's why I love being a parent so much, is because she sees it all, learns it, and then tries to do better.
I feel like that's a new age way of parenting. Like probably even back down to y'all generations, like parents were like, I don't want to say above, but they were, I mean, honestly, I guess we could say they were super beings, like infallible, or at least presented as that. Yeah. And I noticed, like, with my friends and everyone else, like, even obviously your friend, but Michelle, like, I see how you're a parent, and it's different. It's like not to say that you're your kids' friends, but you're more relatable
Yes.
to your kids, and I
Yeah.
respect that. And I think that helps the child grow and understand more to the tune of what you just explained.
I mean, well, speaking of great parents, there's a TikToker named Zeddy Will. You know, he just had a baby shower with all 5 of his baby mamas. I think.
What a segue.
I think.
I was on the side until y'all broke down the details.
Yeah.
Because we were thinking, me and Michelle was thinking the same thing.
Hold on, before we
Hold
get
on,
there, we get
sorry.
there because we didn't finish the OnlyFans conversation.
Oh, OnlyFans.
Yeah, I'm not doing no gay shit. I'm sorry if that
400 mil.
if that offends anybody. I'm sorry, but that's not that's not for me.
I can do some gay shit for $100 million. I'm just being real.
Like, I mean, well, if
Yeah.
there's
How
another naked
far?
man in the
I'm not
corner,
comfortable with
say
it.
if you're doing something with a lady at the bed and the man's literally staying there, but
That's not gay shit.
Okay.
You just saying they can't touch. I mean, I
You're
would think-
bisexual. You don't
I
count.
don't
The
count.
fuck?
I've had.
You're nasty. Stop being
This is why I'm
nasty.
comfortable with it is because I've had interactions with couples.
Yeah. that's-
Right.
So I've had interactions with couples. It's not that bad. It was a great time. It was
Yeah.
a great time. A couple invited me to, to the bedroom, and
What was it, like a cuckold type situation?
she was just a go getter.
I mean,
I'm trying to keep it clean. Oh, well, we on the pod. We on the pod. But
she can get it.
she was a go getter.
Yeah.
She
she got it.
the
I'm sure.
guys. So I'm trying not to get too graphic. I'm trying not to piss Arrington off. But
I mean, it's a
piss him off.
pie.
Piss him
the
off.
only way that I can describe it is the guy was very girthy, very very girthy.
Girthy. Okay.
Yeah,
So-
good for you, Cam.
Baby,
Good for your ass.
when-
Soon regretted.
Good for your ass. Good for your ass.
Listen. So when she's been married to this guy for a long time.
Is that good?
She's married to this guy for a long time. You think about it, you've been humping a soda can for 20 years. You've been humping a soda can for 20 years. That's a long time.
Oh my God.
It's a long time. So it's
That
nice
Seagram's
to
right there.
yeah, it's nice to invite some
I'm actually
smart
about to
water to the
refill everybody
table.
needs some ice.
I definitely don't want soda right
It's
now.
nice. It's nice to invite some smart water to the table, and that's basically what I was. He was a Coca-Cola, I was a smart bottle, and we
Both equally tasty.
both great. I drink Coca-Cola to this day. But sometimes when you pull up the 7-Eleven, you get the smart bottle, the smart water. You just need it. Your thirst is quenched. She was thirsty. And
I'm never drinking soda.
Next time I have some
Nothing
solo
out the
cups.
can.
It was great.
Nothing out of long slender bottle.
great. had an
Nothing,
amazing
none of
time.
it, none of it.
Had an amazing time. So if it's something like that, and then I do it for OnlyFans, what's the difference? It's my normal life.
Well,
I
yeah,
was cool with it.
if you were cool with that, yeah, that's not my thing. So,
So you would never sleep with a couple if the guy's in the room.
if he's in the room potentially, but like over there,
Like not even on
like
the bed.
over
Not even on the
there.
bed.
He has to not be in the room for me because I just feel like I could be here. Oh shit, that's a guy. I don't know.
See, I could.
It
I
don't
could
make
I'm
sense
like, I
though
could-
because y'all watch
focus in on-
porn.
I could
Yeah,
focus
that's
in on the.
Oh,
I could
that
focus.
makes
That's
sense.
very
That makes
different.
sense.
No, it's not.
No,
You
yes, the
watch
fuck it
straight
is.
No.
porn.
Yes, the fuck it
No,
is.
it's
no.
not.
I'm with neither of them motherfuckers.
That's what your
Motherfuckers-
imagination is. Your imagination is.
I wasn't right on that
Oh
one.
my
He got me on that.
Nah.
If you were watching porn and the
It's
guy's
very,
dick was limp, you would
very
be like, skip.
different.
Every
It's
every
very-
movie.
You would skip.
Different.
You
Bro,
would skip, bro.
power. Every any movie when they have a sex scene, what's the first thing they zoom in? A goddamn man's ass.
Y'all, but y'all try to find a
What-
dick that
wait,
look like
what
yours
movies are you
when
watching?
Power. I'm just saying
Oh,
power.
Power.
I'm just saying when they,
No,
because it's
y'all
like
try to
missionaries.
find a
Like
dick in porn that is like yours.
What?
No.
Wait, what's the
I
question?
You
don't.
want to,
You
if
gotta-
you're watching
nah,
straight
that's-
porn,
that's a
do
little
you
bit too
want to
much.
see that they're similar to you?
No. Well,
because
I
I'm
go
focused
after
on
women.
the
I'm about
woman.
to say, yeah.
I'm not sorting through porn based on the man.
Yeah, I do. I can't watch porn and the guy is flaccid, ugly, and grunting.
I can't.
It's so amazing.
Whoa,
No,
whoa,
that's what
Keep talking.
the co-star, the male co-star matters in porn.
It
He
does.
matters.
It does, but I'm not. That's not a part of my criteria because I'm focused on the woman.
Subconsciously, it is. I don't care what you say. You
No,
can
no.
swing on me right now.
I'm
Subconsciously.
I'm focused, but my search is based on the woman. It's based on the woman.
I be looking
He
at both.
get
gotta have
he get
both.
hype. You heard his voice crack.
I know.
I feel like I'm talking normal shit right here.
You're not, because you wouldn't watch. This is my sole reason, and granted, it may be the only evidence I have to the court. But if the penis was flaccid, you would skip the scene. If it's not a hard, long penis,
I would hope
you wouldn't watch.
I would hope that if I go further in the scene, that he would be pleasing her to the degree that I would want to see her being pleased.
Like, not an ugly guy.
I don't fucking care what the guy looks like. I don't understand what y'all don't understand about that.
I feel as though y'all saying Cam.
I don't understand what you don't understand.
I had my upset moment. Now it's y'all turn.
Y'all keep bringing me back to this bridge that I'm not going across. I don't give a fuck. He could be a fucking gremlin for all I care. As long as the woman is what I want to see.
No, if I see a gremlin, no thank you. No thank you. She could be the baddest woman on this planet. Baddest woman. What's that? Baby Alien had a sex thing on the bus. Do y'all know who Baby Alien is? So Baby Alien is this. He's a little person. He's born with a few deformities. And the sex bus, the bus that goes around. They did it with Charleston White. Matter of fact, they go around and they get celebrities or they get certain people and they put them on the bus and they ask them, "What's your sexual fantasy?"
What?
And then their sexual fantasy is waiting in the back, like in the back seat. So Baby Alien, I think at the time before he got on there, he was a virgin or something. He never had pussy. And so the sex bus was like, "What's your fantasy?" Do. He described it. Y'all looking up Baby Alien?
I know.
No, definitely not. I'm checking my notifications.
Guilty. I didn't know what.
Very, very
They're looking up Baby Alien right
I'm
now.
Definitely
And
not.
so they brought, I think, two. He had a threesome. They brought two. You saw who Baby Alien is. So it was two women. Some of the most beautiful women I've ever, like, you know what I mean? I don't really like light-skinned women like that too much. Like, my preference isn't towards light-skinned women. But they were amazing. Like, bad looking. Yeah. And they put it on them. I can't watch it. As soon as I saw him, and as soon as I saw the girls, I was like, nah.
Well, see, that's so. I will say I don't want to see midget porn.
Well, I mean, let's not get canceled.
I can't have a porn preference.
You can't say little people porn.
You're saying you never got attracted from a nice figured little person
who got some booty
and tits. Come on,
because there's one in particular that I think we think of the same one.
There is one that I've seen. We probably all three of us talking about the same one. There is one that I've seen.
She's of like Latina descent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're saying you thought about it. You thought about it.
Well, I was more so thinking about male, but yeah, I have a point. Yeah.
But anyways, Zeddy Will.
But we derailed.
Oh, okay.
My answer is no.
He's making sure
I want to make sure.
We didn't derail. You said no. We understood.
I just want to make sure.
I heard some fuck no's. I heard some hell no's. I heard some fuck no's.
And
I heard some hell no's.
We just saying, we get that it's no. I'm just saying that subconsciously it's yes. So let's move on.
That's why I had to bring it back, because I feel like we left off with that bullshit. So
Your Honor, can I just order in the court a bullshit?
I want to bring it back to it's a no. It's definitely a no. But all right, now we can move on to that.
So famous TikToker Zeddy Will. Honestly, I never heard of this guy, but funny story because Cam,
we interviewed him.
He's
like
funny.
he was, I think, a skateboarder type of personality on TikTok/YouTube. Real cool kid. And this was on the now defunct Culture Pod with No Name podcast. This was during the pandemic. Everything was virtual. Cool interview. Cool dude.
Was he dating 5 women at the time?
We didn't even get into that because it was just about what he was doing.
This man, oh my God, this guy is 22 years old.
Yeah, he's young. I think he was like 19 when we interviewed him.
5 kids at 22.
What's his career?
Wow.
What's his career?
TikTok. TikTok.
He's an influencer.
Influencers pulling bank,
because that's a lot of money per month.
But you gotta think about it. I mean, like it's people like Kai Cenat, they pull in more money than rappers.
Facts. Just off of straight Twitch.
It's funny because so it says here, this is reported by the Daily Mail. So his manager says, point out the society and modern relationship dynamics have shifted because obviously with the post that he posted with all 5 of his baby mamas expecting at fairly
Same
close to the same
time.
time.
Same time.
He was just wilding out.
He
Damn.
was just-
How are you just coming in 5?
Damn.
It was probably more than 5 that he was coming in.
And those are just the 5 that got selected by the draft.
Yes. You just shooting seed
To
everywhere.
me, I just so I'm polyamory. Everyone knows this.
Mhm.
I just can't get 2 women pregnant at the same time. And it's one because as the father, there's so much energy that goes into
Yes,
making sure that she is
agreed.
mentally
Mm.
zen.
Emotionally good.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a
When
lot.
my wife was pregnant, I don't want a single stress on her. I mean, I stressed her out on the first pregnancy. So the second one, I was like, oh no. Everything is taken care of. Let me rub your feet.
It's funny you
Dude.
say that, but when you talk about how the kids came out, she probably should have been a little stressed.
Maybe a little stress would have did us some good. But it's just as the father, it takes a lot to make sure the person carrying your kid is good.
Absolutely.
There's no way
Absolutely.
that I can make sure that 5 people are straight at
That's
the
a
exact
lot.
same time.
Yeah.
Exact same cravings. The 2 o'clock in the morning 7-Eleven run.
I wonder
Emotional
if
breakdown.
The
But it's-
emotional
but it's a whole-
random
so hear
crying.
me out. I wonder if this is a play for like a series or a show of some
Hell
sort.
yeah.
It
I
gotta
mean,
be.
it could be. I mean, it's just but
Because
in a sense
my,
like that, it's
my
like
first thought is, I feel you, but if they were in the same home, in the same house, and with the money that he's potentially pulling in right now, and what they could potentially make on the show, how do we view it at that point?
all I can say is like his man just said, man, the relationship dynamics has shifted. Because let's be honest, the leader that everybody's trying to beat, I guess, right now is Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon has obviously changed.
I wouldn't go that far.
He
What?
ain't
Yeah.
going-
I
not
wouldn't
even
go
Nick did this though. Like I don't even think
No,
Nick
he
had
spaced
more
it
than
out.
1 person pregnant at a time.
No.
It
was a
might
year
have been
apart.
2.
He might have had like 6 people pregnant in the
I don't
same
know
year.
if they
I feel
were
like though.
pregnant
Look
at
up
the
the
same
family
time.
tree.
That Joker finished the year with 12 kids.
Oh
I
my
feel
God.
like.
Let me look
A
up
lot
the
of them was
family tree.
already here before the year was up.
Yeah, I there was definitely some overlap though. There was some overlap.
It's literally like
Bruh.
this. It's like you
Yeah.
like when you hear Nick Cannon's name, you're like, okay, oh wow, now this and that. Oh, I wonder when is he gonna stop? What child number is he gonna stop at now? Like that's literally like I feel.
But I
I feel
wouldn't.
hypocritical, so I
I
don't.
wouldn't go as far as saying that that's
Family
the.
tree.
Well, that's the goal
Hold
that.
on.
Yeah, I don't. I think this is one case that, whatever.
I feel hypocritical saying this, but I just don't think that you should use pregnancy as a way to
It's absolutely
stay
not.
on top virally. Like I just don't think that
Well, you
bringing
know
in a
what?
person.
Why do you say that's hypocritical?
Well, because I love 2 women. You know what I mean? I have 2 women,
But-
and if my second girl was the like, yeah, I want to have a kid. Well, we would talk about it, and if we all agree on then we would have one.
There's
So
no
what?
hypocr-
How much of a difference is that
but there's
besides
no
them not being pregnant at the
there's
same
no
time?
hypocrisy there, though. You're doing it. You're discussing having a child to have a child. You don't have 5 women pregnant simultaneously. Like it's not
I'm
even
not
the
saying
same
it's the
ballpark.
same. I'm not saying it's the same game,
Right.
But it is the
I
same
think,
sport.
but what you're saying too is like it's a harsh way to get famous. You know what I'm saying? Because
And that's the other thing. You wouldn't be doing it for that.
but they've been
no.
doing this a long
No,
time
no.
ago. Because remember this? Oh God, this show. 19 and counting. Now they were a married family, but they literally it was a Mormon couple that literally
That's a
was
polygamous.
yes. They kept
Yeah,
on
they
producing
married,
like
yeah.
21. I mean, I think they started at 21 because
They wanted an army. At
but
that
the thing
point.
about it
They
is
had an
once
army.
they got to their last like bit of kids, everybody started getting sick with a lot of like disabilities and stuff because they're at that age where it's like, why are you still producing? Like you,
Right.
ma'am, you cannot. Like, nah, we're just gonna.
But is that how they usually operate in that community?
Oh, I don't know too much about it. We had to research that.
That is
I don't know how
true.
they go.
That is true.
I feel like that's not an uncommon thing with them. It's just that they so happen to produce a show from it.
What's the show called?
19 and counting.
19 and counting.
Because it was more than 19.
That is insane.
I'm sorry.
I don't know. I'm a real involved parent,
Mm-hmm.
and
That's a lot of energy.
to
I remember
take
we
away
spoke about
to
that with Nick
divide it
Cannon a
into
while.
2 is insane. So
Yeah.
to divide it into 5,
Yeah,
5 pregnant people
that's a lot.
at the exact same time, someone isn't getting the quality
They're
that they
getting
need.
True.
I
It's
agree.
true.
I agree.
Okay.
Because pregnancy is a very,
Stressful.
very stressful.
If you're an involved parent, then you know how stressful it is. Now I can't even tell on how the woman's side, but on the men's side, you know it's rough.
Yeah.
No Another topic in the pod I want to talk about. I was losing my train of thought real quick.
Go ahead.
Comedian Country Wayne had basically said, "Hey, look, women cheat more than men."
Absolutely.
Probably
Says
true.
the man who also has
A lot of baby mamas, a lot of kids.
a baby mama.
I don't think I knew that about Country Wayne.
Country
That's
Wayne got a lot
what-
of kids.
that's what he was
That was
known
one
for, I
on
think, yeah.
Club Shay Shay's podcast. Country Wayne got a lot of kids. What was it, 12?
Close to it.
If I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but
What was
Well-
the rapper that passed away? I think he was.
Shorty Low.
Shorty Low. Yeah, he had a lot.
he had a lot of kids too.
Yeah. Shorty has. Yeah, Army too.
I feel like I need to comment on
I was about
this.
to say, let me ask the
I
first
feel
one.
like-
Please.
look,
please.
Okay, so this is just my perspective on that comment.
Mhm.
I think a lot of people cheat, men and women. They all cheat, but I
Women
will
are
say
better at it. I'm sorry. I don't
women
mean to sit
are.
here
No, you're
shine,
right.
Y'all more
but-
clever.
Women,
Y'all more
women
clever.
are better about it, but the thing is, the younger generation of women that are coming up now, they've seen a lot of what their mothers and grandmothers, aunties and uncles, all these relationships, they've seen it. And so they've crafted in their mind, a lot of them have crafted in their mind, like, I'm not going to be in a relationship with somebody for 2 decades and you've been having an affair for 1 decade, have another kid with somebody else. And it's a different mindset to a lot of the younger generation of women that I've tried. I mean, I've tried to date younger women too. So it's a different mindset, which is also a lot of the reasons why I like the polyamorous lifestyle. It takes all of the secretive and the hiding things and the lies. It takes
Yeah.
it all out and it just leaves out in the open. This is what it is. This is who we are. This is, this is what I am. Take it or leave it. But I do agree, Cam.
Mhm.
I think that when women do cheat, it'll carry on for a long time.
Women
If we cheat, it's gonna
cheat.
be years. It might be
Women
years.
cheat with their brains in their heart. Men cheat with their dicks.
Yeah. But a lot of men now
And
are
that's-
very serious
that's
about
fucking-
not wanting to cheat.
And that's scary.
A lot of
Well,
men are very
because
serious about
society
saying they're
always
not.
will look at the couple and be like, the guy is more likely to cheat than the wife. In my opinion, I feel as though like that's always been like
On
the
its
case.
face. Yeah. On its face.
But I think there's still a difference between emotional cheating and physical cheating.
Absolutely.
Physically cheating, men cheat more, in my opinion.
Mm.
But if you're
Absolutely.
talking about emotional affairs,
Absolutely.
I think women are going to hit
That's the
the
word
top.
right there when you
right
said
there every time.
affairs.
It hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It hurt.
Yeah.
It hurt.
Because they mean it.
Man,
They mean it.
They meant that shit.
Yep.
Because it was
yeah.
planned
You can
and
be a guy.
plotted.
You just walk down the street. Someone say, "Hey, you want some pussy?"
Yes.
Okay.
I got 15.
Pussy? Yeah. Shit, I was going to McDonald's, but that sounds way better.
See?
And then
That's
A
hilarious.
woman
and
cheating?
then be done with it
If
right
a
after you're
woman
done with your
cheat-
Big Mac.
If-
Like,
if-
A woman cheating will go to your boss. Go to
oh,
your boss. Call him daddy.
The boss that you hate,
Yeah.
goddamn it, like I can't
That's
stand
right.
that motherfucker.
A man can
That's
cheat
right.
and never think about that woman again in his life. He fuck
Ever.
around, forget her name the next day.
The woman will
A
be with them for
woman.
3
and
years.
see her the next day. See her with someone, the woman be like, oh,
Yep.
oh.
Look,
Shit.
we're gonna do a whole separate episode on
The,
these
We
signs
do.
of
the
cheating.
woman,
We
the
do.
woman with the guy she cheated with already briefed him. You don't know me in public. You just look the other way. Blah blah blah. And the man,
It's a
he
plan.
getting some pussy, so he going bye bye.
Wait, so explain more the cheating emotionally though. Like explain that when y'all like
So,
like she said, an
any,
affair.
if you've been in a longer relationship where you've been neglected emotionally,
Mhm.
mentally, physically, or let's just say in general, the guy that you're with, we've been talking earlier, about just in general, there's issues with kids or just stuff that's not lining up. The submission is off. There's not respect. There's not trust. A woman is another man. Men sense that in us. Men can sense when we're not glowing. What do they all say? When a woman's in love, she's glowing.
Mhm.
They can sense when we're not glowing, and then all of a sudden they complimenting.
Yeah.
They making us glow.
When a
And
woman
eventually
is in
it
love,
lands-
she gains a certain
Yes.
amount of weight. Her
That's right.
her face has a certain like tint to it. She got a certain walk. When she not, man, I can smell it on her. It's
Yeah,
like
you
a,
can tell.
I
You
can
can
tell.
tell. I agree. And so
I took my
this-
current girlfriend like he ain't come here.
like you could tell. Look,
I
what did
mean,
J. Cole say?
yeah.
What J. Cole
Come
say?
here,
He
come
could
here,
tell.
come here.
They could tell a chink in your armor. What's the song he
Mhm.
did with Jordan Lucas? They can spot a chink in your armor, motherfucker. Because right now, obviously, there's some stuff going on, but I feel it starts with broken trust, And then when the trust is broken and never attempted to repair,
Mm.
that is devastating to a relationship. And a woman is left subjected to needing some type of validation from someone
The
else.
gate is open.
And then when somebody comes in, but a lot of times women's affairs, they will last years. And sometimes that's what ends the marriage, because a woman will be like, he's over here, you know, he actually respects me. He whatever, you don't, you know, so I'm just going to leave.
The woman wants to date her cheating partner.
Oof, that sucks even
That's-
more.
yeah, that's hard.
She
That's
wants,
hard.
Yes.
she
Yeah.
wants to date the
Yes,
motherfucker.
like, literally go on
Like
dates.
that's your replacement.
Yes.
That is your replacement.
He's interviewing. He's interviewing.
That's terrible.
Ain't that crazy?
That's terrible.
Having conversations.
You know, this is why I've never been cheated on.
Get
though.
him
He said
remarried to
having
the person.
conversations.
This is why I've never been cheated on. I've never been cheated on for the fact of I see the chink. Like I see the mistake I made. And I focused so hard on trying to repair it that you would have thought that I almost killed somebody. Like, and I'm trying to ask for forgiveness from the state. Like, yo, please, please. I've messed up a lot of times. I am not, you know, I say this a lot. I ain't perfect at all. So when I mess up and I see that mistake and I see what it did to her, one, I'm hurting because I know what I did. I know the pain that I caused.
Yeah.
And now I'm stressing because it's like, I don't even know how to fix this if it happened to me.
Yeah.
So how the hell am I going to fix it for her?
Right.
She sees that effort, and she guides me on how to make it better. And so that's why I think I've never been cheated on.
Yeah.
But I mean,
That's kind of beautiful.
The guilt stays on this. Like
Right.
the guilt never leaves.
man,
That's
it
the thing.
never
Yeah.
leaves. It never leaves. I've hurt
Yeah.
her before, and every now and again it pops in my head, and I'll be like,
Yeah.
But does that guilt prevent you from doing that same thing again? Or does that guilt keep you in a like bondage place where
well,
you
I've
end
never
up doing
repeated the
the
same
thing
mistake
again?
twice.
See, that's the difference.
I never repeated the same
That's the
mistake
difference
twice.
with a woman. You can make mistakes.
Mm.
Don't get that wrong. You can make mistakes because we're gonna make mistakes too. It's just what you know, after that mistake is made, what's gonna happen after that?
Mm.
Like if you're really changing and putting effort in, women are not gonna jump ship. Now, if you do the same thing over and over and over again, and we have to keep saying over and over again, you're hurting me, you're devastating me, you're making me not love myself as much as I used to. I feel insecure because I feel like you like these type of women instead of me. If it's a cheating thing, like I feel like, do I need to go get a damn BBL? Shit, do I need to get a facelift? Like, what do I need to do to look like these women? It starts to play in our minds so much that we'll be like, if there's a man who comes, is like, no, you're beautiful right as you are. Exactly as you are. It sucks. It'll suck somebody in because you're not getting that. You're getting, I'd rather be with this hoe over here instead of you. I'm just using cheating example, but there's many things you can do in a marriage that can, you know, obviously mess it up.
Man, I'm scared to say this, but I'm scared to say it. But I guess I say it. She shared a lot. So I have cheated before, and the person that I cheated with, damn near a twin. Damn near the same.
Oh my God.
Damn near the same person. So when I used to joke when we were kids, and I was like, man, you so bad. If you had a twin, or if someone was around you, if like. I used to, matter of fact, I even take it further. When we were in the dating stage, this was year one. And I said, if I was with somebody else and I saw you, I would cheat on her with you so fast, it wouldn't even be funny. And I said that joke because I was dating someone. Shout out to Katie. I was dating a girl, and my current wife came into town, and I completely forgot my girlfriend's name. I immediately started talking to my current wife. I immediately, no holds bar. And as soon as I saw that she was interested and I introduced myself to the family and all that, the very next day at church, I broke up with my girlfriend. I was like, look.
At church?
What?
Yeah, in the parking lot.
What?
Rolled the window up.
Syrok's like, I mean, if she's emotional, she can lay her head against God. I mean, hey, I gotta go.
Yo,
Right back in that
I'm
church.
telling you. So when I told her that happened, like, yeah, you know, I broke up with my girlfriend yesterday. We pop it. Let's do something. She knows that if
I don't know how to respond to that. You bastard! Like that's what
I
like,
mean, you
you
were honest
bastard.
at least. You ended it.
Look,
Good.
you don't understand. When I first saw that woman, I knew I was gonna be with her for the rest of my life. Everybody who I was talking to beforehand just got the call. And then the actual girlfriend, at least I showed up face to face.
Yeah,
Because I stopped going to the church.
Was this before church or after the service?
It was after service. I was in the car. I was just starting to drive. I had my mom's Dodge Intrepid.
I remember those.
Yeah, it was nice. It was long in the bitch.
Big car.
I was popping in. I had to upgrade my life once I met my wife. I met my wife. I was like, no, I gotta start driving. I gotta pass my classes. I gotta get
my life together.
I gotta get my life together.
Yep.
And so when I had to get my life together, everybody on the roster got kicked to the curb.
Yeah.
Everybody. But yeah, I saw a woman who looked very, very like her, and we were apart. So I was all the way in California. She was all the way in Virginia. And we haven't seen each other in almost, I don't know how long. This was right after MOS school in Marine Corps. So it probably been like 3 months since I seen her.
Yep.
And then I see her.
Yeah. Yeah, you're done. Done.
Yeah.
It was a wrap.
Look, I have nothing else to say, guys. I feel like that's a great way to end the pod right now. I'm sorry. I feel like I
thought you had some extra topics on the back end.
Oh yeah, you did.
Oh shit, I do. Hold on, I do. Okay,
did.
so okay, this is shits and giggles.
Oh, I'm ready.
So
I'm ready.
doctors warn users can overdose on snortable caffeine powder. Available now on Amazon. And this is true. I got a picture of it. You want to know what the name of this is?
What is the name?
Snortable
caffeine.
Snortable?
Caffeine powder. Like to give you a boot.
That was by far the hardest thing you've ever did.
Well, that's a no. All right, that's fine. That's fine. Okay.
We're not doing that one. Nope.
He was practicing that one.
We ain't doing that one.
Fine. So, okay. Actress Eva Marcella. So she basically said,
All right, Eva.
You didn't even hear that.
Explosion.
It's Eva.
So Eva
Eva's bad. Eva's bad. I love to talk about
So
her.
as you know, Eva, she's on. She has a great career currently right now. She's on one of the most syndicated shows. She's a part of the Ricky Smiley Morning Show crew. She's also an actress on the show something court. I always keep on the BET Plus. She owns a strip club.
All the Queen's Men.
All the Queen's Men. I always get it.
Very dope show.
All the Queen's Men. So she just basically, sounded off her opinion on the whole, pay differences, right? I'm still talking about this whole wage gap, excuse me. And she said, no, I've never experienced any of that as well. She kind of had the same similarities of what Vivica Fox had said. So now she's nowhere near to the stature of Vivica Fox and nowhere in hell like Taraji, but she's another actress that's basically saying, I'm cool. I've never had any issues.
She's a very talented actress. Let's put that asterisk in there. When I watch her act, I believe that she owns that strip club.
Yeah.
Like I believe that she would put a bullet in my head. Like I don't know if y'all watched the show All the Queen's Men, but my
mom loves that show. By
the owner, she's the owner of the strip club, but she's like a crime syndicate boss. Like she runs a mafia almost. And I believe everything that she does. I know it's a show, but for some reason, I feel like if I was to cross her, I would end up somewhere in the back of a trunk. It's just so believable when she plays her character. So her skill level, how successful the show is, she's beautiful. I imagine she's definitely a top dollar actress.
I think she's still up and coming in the acting world. Yeah. Though. So for her to say that is like, oh, I can understand.
She hasn't made it on silver screen.
Exactly.
It's only a matter of time.
Yeah.
But she's still involved in something that involves taking clothes off.
No, she's not a stripper.
She's not the stripper.
The men are the strippers in this one. Actually, the men are the ones sexually objectified in this.
She started on America's Top Model.
Yeah, she started on. You said,
on America's Top Model. That's how I know who she is.
Yeah. She's taking her clothes off. Her body has.
I didn't even put that together.
Yeah.
At some point, her body. That's why I
know.
But you know what though? Even Taraji is kind of like trying to quiet down because she's like, look, I want all the focus now to be on the film because she feels as though when she brought up, her frustration, her showing her emotions during a press tour interview about The Color Purple, when she talked about the pay wage, she's like, look, all the attention went to my situation. It needs to go to the movie, but I'm like, Taraji, what'd you expect?
You kind of opened it.
It's like
I finally watched the movie, by the way.
What do you think? I haven't seen it yet.
I hate musicals.
Me too.
I hate
But
musicals.
it wasn't good.
It was a
musical.
It was a musical. I'm
really with you on
really
that one.
don't like musicals.
You like the singing from scene to scene, just too much,
I
right?
don't like it.
Yeah,
I really don't like it.
Damn.
I feel you.
And it's one of the reasons why I fell out of love of Disney movies. Like
Because it's all the singing.
it's all the sing. I just can't stand.
Can somebody
it.
just sit down and eat their food, and somebody always have to get up and start dancing on the table? Or
Man,
something?
I just can't stand
You
it.
know what musical? Not to get too far off track. You know what musical I actually was good with? You ever watch La La Land?
Mm-mm.
It was actually.
Wow.
it
What's
was
La La
actually-
Land?
I don't know. It was a movie.
Is it on
was a movie
Tubi?
When I was
No.
Nah, he
no,
said it's
no,
on
no.
Tubi.
was
I-
with my ex. I got tricked into seeing it. And I was
You
like,
got tricked.
I got tricked into seeing a couple movies because I didn't know the titles, and I was like, yeah, I'll go see it, blah, blah, blah. And I'm in the movies like,
Oh,
I
I heard
I like-
about it. I heard
like
about it.
plays, and plays they
Yeah, I
sing a
love
lot.
theater.
Yeah.
So I know that's
Yeah.
probably like, dude, that's a musical.
Yeah.
I've heard of
Yeah.
it because I know it won like a lot of awards at the
Yeah.
time.
Oh,
As
Oh, I
Gosling
have
said,
seen
It's
that.
not bad. It's
Okay.
actually not bad.
Okay.
It's a good storyline.
But I'm with Syrok. I can't.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
musicals
don't
are
like
tough.
musicals.
I can't
Musicals are
take a
tough.
musical.
I agree though. When you go to the movies, I don't necessarily want to see a musical, but I love going to theater.
That's
That's
Now,
different.
Hamilton.
yeah. It's a
Yeah.
different
Ooh,
experience.
that's like a
I
don't even know
never-
what- I don't even wanna say-
525,600 minutes, man.
I'm not gonna lie. I only want to go see, and I love going to see like Broadway plays. But let me see a drama play. I can't see no music.
Written drama.
You
I
need to
think.
go see
Everybody had
Hamilton.
AIDS.
No, you know what I've seen.
Everybody
You know what the
had
last musical I've seen was one called Memphis. That was pretty popular, and
No.
it was
I
it
don't
was
know
it was just my family. We always go to New York Knicks game and a Broadway play. We got to catch the two while we're there. So
You are so.
Next time you go see Hamilton.
what you
Yo,
gonna say?
Silver
It's
Spoon.
different.
What you gonna
just-
say? What you gonna say? What you gonna say? I understand.
Every time me and my family visit our summer home in New York,
We need to sit courtside at the Knicks game.
is it a Broadway play? Just because.
I told Spike, hey, you mind if I take this seat next? No, I'm joking. But no, like it's just musicals. But
Yeah, I can't do musicals.
I wanted to check out Color Purple just because, again, when you hear a lot about a movie, it's like, okay, what's all that fucking hype about?
Now, when I will say I paid more attention to the end because it was a little bit less singing, but I paid a lot of attention to around the time where she left Mister,
Mm-hmm.
and it was some good acting.
Mhm.
Like it was these people are talented.
Yeah.
Like, so don't let my whole opinion on musicals stop you from watching the film, but I just I can't
Well-
stand it. I was so excited to watch The Color Purple like remade, and I'm like, oh yeah. And as soon as they bust out with that song, I'm like, that's not the movie.
Exactly, because it was no.
They had another
But-
song and then another
Well, okay,
song. I was like, nah.
So not to drag too much on the topic, but you would rather a remake of a movie instead of a
Original?
different
Yes.
rendition of it? I would prefer a different
I
rendition.
know. I thought it was a different rendition. I knew that the
Oh,
scenes
okay.
wasn't going to be the exact same way. Like when Suge went back to her dad, the preacher, in the movie, she's at the club, she's at the little Shake Shack or whatever. She's singing, and they hear the church singing in the background.
Mhm.
And then she walks to the church with the whole club behind her, and she's singing that song, Maybe God is Trying to Tell You Something.
Mhm.
That part of the song that part of the movie was fire, the
Mhm.
original.
Right.
Now they changed it. In the new one, she's already in the church and she starts singing with her dad while he's playing the piano. It's a very like cute way, and it's not as powerful as the original,
Yeah.
but it's okay. It's
Yeah.
cool.
See, I'm a little different
Like-
though. If they try to remake an old movie and change like how you said that you would rather see it, I'm different because then it's like, okay, I want to see the exact same because again, next generation. I understand it's like just show them the old film, but
Mhm.
that's like, okay, my parents showing me an old film that was black and white,
Yeah.
and I'm like, this ain't catching my attention. Let me
Yeah.
see a little more newer. So it's like,
Mm.
it's funny because my wife is a huge fan of well, this is totally different though, but she hates live action films. Like she loves Mulan, but she hates the live action one. she doesn't like it. She doesn't like it.
I'm
She doesn't
in
like
agreement
live-
with
yeah,
her.
she doesn't like live action. I
I
love
don't
live
want to see
action.
live
I do
action
too.
renditions of
Of Disney movies.
animated movies.
Yeah, she
I
ain't gonna say
have-
that shit.
I could probably count on one hand how many conversions that I've watched.
Yeah, she can't stand that.
One live action film that I watched that was worth it. And y'all don't even like it, so I'm not gonna bring it up.
Yo, bring it up.
One
bring it
Piece.
up.
No.
One Piece. The
Uh,
greatest live adaptation of an animated series known to man One Piece.
I heard Lion King was really good.
Hell no.
Oh no,
Fuck
no,
'em.
no.
They don't touch it.
Lion King was so weird.
Lion King was
Hearing
whack.
a
But here's
damn
the thing.
tiger singing like
100 Piece has 12,000 episodes. So like, I
They
can't
have to
even.
narrow it
I can't even
down.
get. I can't even be like, all right, let me just.
where's
watch
this
it.
little
Let
womp
me watch
womp
the
womp
cartoon
womp? Where's
first.
this sound at?
It's like,
Yeah,
they
it starts
just have,
it starts in the 90s.
yeah,
And it's still
and
going.
They
Yeah.
still
Today.
are producing
It's
episodes.
still going today. It's been part of my life for a very long
Yes.
time.
That
Yes.
is hilarious.
I'm like, I
That's
can't
hilarious.
get on that boat. I can't get on
It's
that
too late.
boat.
You missed it. You missed it.
That is
It's a-
hilarious.
But the live adaptation is a great. If you've never seen the animated series and you only see the live,
Mhm.
it's worth it. You won't have nothing to compare it to, and you'll still be entertained.
Okay.
So you won't even, while watching it, you won't even have nothing to really be like, this is whack.
Right,
It'll
right,
be
right.
like, it's an interesting
It's a good
story.
show,
We
right.
gotta-
A little boy goes off in the sea to become a pirate.
Yeah.
It's a good. It's
we
a
gotta
good
have some like
storyline.
review like theme shows on like films and TV shows because I feel as though like in
Like all of
theater.
us watch the same thing. And
Yes, because I feel like movies they really are
I
suffering.
think
trying
we should
to find
like lively watch it together.
hell
Yes.
yes.
Respond to it.
Hell yes.
hell no,
Real
I'm not
time.
watching no movies with y'all. Y'all seem like the type to talk way too much during the movie.
Well, that would be the purpose of this, Syrok.
Like, what the fuck is going on?
You're like,
Wait,
I'm
wait,
not
I know
explaining
it.
to
Wait,
you
hold on,
every
hold on.
scene.
Of all of us, we are going to be the ones that will talk through it. Other than you, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I talk a lot, dude.
Bro, because I was trying to go to the movies with Sierra when I'm like, damn, what is out right now? Like, I'm serious, like they are
Yeah.
really like
I just
they're
saw
hurting.
Renaissance. I just
What's
saw it.
Renaissance?
The Beyonce, the
Oh,
back,
I
the
ain't watching.
behind the scenes with the 3 hour. It's like her concert, but it's behind the scenes.
I believe.
Oh,
it's
no,
good.
I
I
didn't see
learned
that.
an epic amount
About Beyonce?
of her and what she deals with behind the scenes.
Mm.
And she went into an extreme depth to show scenes of basically a lot of men arguing with her just over lights, like lit some damn lights. And she's like, even at my stage of success, I still struggle as a woman to get some damn lights the way I want it. Like, she's like, I spent all my energy when I was, preparing for this and planning for it.
That's
I spent
hard
all
to
my energy
believe.
fighting with people. She showed scenes. It was
That
kind
is
of shocking.
crazy.
If-
Until Jay-Z stepped in. When Jay-Z stepped in, he'd be like, no, this is a problem. It needs fixed. Then they're like, all right, well, we're going to do it.
But you know what though?
That's
It's
insane to
sad.
me.
It's sad. But you know what though? I feel as though Jay-Z has benefited Beyonce's career in a sense. Now she's talented regardless. Like her alone is still very successful. But I feel as though like his mind behind the scenes have because I mean he kind of
Nah.
You don't
But
think
he
so?
doesn't have
I'm
to
not
tell
saying.
people
I'm
to
not
do
saying.
it.
no, he
didn't
shouldn't
help.
have to. No,
I'm not
absolutely
saying
not.
he didn't help. I'm not saying he didn't help. Obviously he did. I was old enough to know when they first hooked up and how that happened. I know. However, at Beyonce's level, if I'm her director of cinematography and she
Yes.
tells me
Oh,
I
absolutely.
want
yeah,
camera B on me at this point, I'm not gonna give her no lip, no back
That's
talk,
it.
no. What
That's,
about
that's
no, no,
crazy.
no, no,
That's
no, no.
crazy. That's crazy.
The
It
only
is
time that
crazy.
I would go against her is when if it's impossible. Like I can't do camera B because it'll be blocked by this at this
Right.
time. That's the
Yeah.
only reason.
Right.
You got another solution, or
True.
this is what I suggest.
Yeah.
But there'd be no way where I look at Beyonce
No.
and be like,
Even
you don't
if-
know what you're talking
Even
about.
if she's wrong,
Yeah.
you
You still
make
don't.
it happen to the
Yeah.
tune of what she's looking for.
Dude,
It's Beyonce.
if she
It
tells me
blew my
I want
mind.
camera B to be this iPhone, well, I'm gonna have an
Camera-
iPhone
camera-
on a gimbal.
That's
Yup.
what-
Camera B will be an iPhone, and we'll figure out a way
no
to make
trouble. That's
It was
insane.
shocking. It was so shocking. Even one scene that really shocked me. She literally told the guy was like, that's impossible. It can't be done. She said, I already looked it up. It's right here. This is exactly what I'm talking about. And he was like, oh, okay. Well, yeah, I guess I'll order that light. She's like, it does exist. Like, why do I have to do your job for you?
Yeah.
But she's like, this is what I
Well,
deal
he's
with.
lucky he had a job
through
after
the
that.
whole
to be
Beyonce,
honest with you.
hire me.
Yeah. that's
Hire
what I'm
us.
saying. Yeah.
Hire hybrid. Hire in your city. Hire us.
Higher.
This man
You
speaks
had-
truth.
We're
This
not
man-
gonna be yes
this man
men.
speaks the
Like,
truth.
don't get me wrong. We're not gonna be yes men.
But
But
we're gonna make that shit happen.
oh hell yeah. Oh, you want this? We're gonna do our best.
I'll be
Yeah.
yes. I'll be yes.
We're gonna
to be
do our
honest.
best to get the exact
Now, was
way.
it?
Yeah.
Did you see? Because I haven't seen the other one. Sheer and her friend saw it.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
I know
I,
Did you see that
I
one?
didn't.
Yo,
No, and I
okay.
probably
every
won't.
time
I'm sorry. I
that
got
name
you.
comes
I
up,
probably
Syrok
won't.
has the same
Oh,
exact
I can't look.
look on his face. I
I feel as though it was, bro. I feel like it was a competition between the two. Like everybody was like saying, "Okay, boom, whose tour is
First of all,
Did you just say a
first of all.
competition
No,
between
I'm
First of
saying,
all,
Beyonce and
yeah.
because it literally
Syrok is
pattern
about
wise.
to jump over the table. I don't know if you.
First of all,
It's
I'm
about-
not even part of the Beehive. I'm not, but I hope they fuck you up. I hope Twitter, listen.
Yes.
He thinks
Oh,
that
look at your close-up.
Beyonce and Taylor Swift's tour are equal.
I never said that.
Yes, he did.
I never said that.
Yes,
What
he
I
did.
said was,
Yes,
and I
he
was
did.
trying to say, was at the
End
time
his
they had.
shit. Oh wait, we on the same
Yeah,
time.
yeah, don't end his
No,
shit.
hit his shit.
In the Air Together podcast.
Fuck you, fuck both of y'all.
You got me podcast. Don't end in your city. I
Oh
have
my
children.
God.
I still have a voice. Damn it, I still have a voice. No, at the time, it was like, okay, boom, you had two high grossing tours, and it was Beyonce and it was Taylor Swift. Then all of a sudden, boom, Taylor Swift has a movie out. Then Beyonce. That's all I was saying. Just it was literally like the exact.
So
I'm not saying I'm not. No.
You fix it.
No, I'm not. Look.
You better fix it.
I am nowhere near close to a Taylor Swift fan, and
This show proves it. This is not a Taylor Swift friendly show.
I was just saying the fact that honestly, like every time you turn on, okay, they're talking about highest grossing tours. It was like, okay, boom, Beyonce's and Taylor Swift literally at the same exact time, and then with the whole films, it was.
I will give Miss Smith, or what's her name?
Swift.
Miss Swift.
Wow.
I will
Wow.
give Miss Swift.
You gonna give Jada some credit? Is that what you're gonna do now? you gotta give her
We said
credit.
we was gonna leave her back in 2023.
Syrok has not gave up on Jada.
We said we was gonna leave her alone.
He's team slap Chris Rock's ass.
I will say that Miss Smith or Swift has a dedicated fan base.
Oh, for sure.
A huge
No,
dedicated
they're
fan
up
base.
there with the Beehive, with the
Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
the Barbs.
Oh, yeah.
However,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
her talent is mid.
Yeah.
It's mid. There's
I agree.
so many people who I've seen
Yeah.
perform, sing, work harder than her at
Yeah.
Mhm.
open mic level.
Yes.
I've always
Her-
said vocally, like, I don't see it
Her
when it comes to Taylor Swift. I'm
her
sorry, I can't.
thing is her relatability.
And writing.
She
Her
makes
writing. It's her
songs. When
Yeah.
she first popped, it was to teenage girls that were
Yes.
going through
Her next
heartache.
album's gonna come out when she breaks it with Travis Kelce. That's literally the pattern where I see
Probably.
from her. Like it's always boom. I got this note.
Think Adele. What made Adele pop?
Oh, that
Wait,
one
what
song.
made Adele pop?
That song,
Someone like you.
Yeah, that song was
Like-
crazy.
Yep.
Chasing Pavements though? I don't know.
so-
Chasing
Hello?
Pavement was goddamn.
No, nothing popped like someone like you, bro.
Hello,
Hello, also.
it's me.
Yeah.
Adele's fire.
That
Adele's
song
fucking
is
fire.
crazy.
That chick stands in one
So-
place and sings itself
So
out.
take what that meant for you in your
Yes.
grown relationships and relate that to the
Yeah.
16, 17,
Yes.
18, 19, 20-year-old.
But there were
That's
other
where-
people
but I
during
look-
those
but I
times
look-
that
I
was
look at-
better.
Not like
But
her.
I look at
Like
but
so-
Adele can sing.
one person
And
that was
that's
out
the
during her
thing.
time that was making the same type of music was Carly Rae Jepsen. She had one song.
Who's that?
Exactly. Call Me Maybe.
Call me baby.
Oh,
And that's the
Okay.
only one I know of. But
That's just a banger.
she just took off over all of them.
Mm.
And then she gravitated it, and then that was it. It was
But
Well,
you're right. Taylor can write her ass off for that.
that's
thing,
what she
But
does.
her performances are nowhere.
I've never
on the
even
level.
seen one. I can't
The music
looking
is
at her,
amazing.
I can't imagine what she could do on the stage
I've seen
that would
two
even remotely
performances.
compare to Beyonce.
So I've seen two performances. One was at a sporting event, and one I forgot why. I think it was an award show or something like that.
Mhm.
And I thought the same thing about BTS too. I thought, how is she popping? I thought that's what I thought to
Yeah.
myself when I
Yeah.
saw her perform. I
It doesn't
thought,
relate to you.
Yeah.
how?
It's not even like I'm
No,
in
it's
like a group of my own because I'm always gonna just cater to like the people that honestly vocally has a great sounded voice.
Right.
Yes.
Taylor just cannot
Whoa,
like
We're
singing
not-
that. If
we're
you
not
can
gonna do that.
nail a national anthem,
Beyonce ain't no singer.
Oh no, her skills is up there now. Now I will admit, back in 2003, we can
Beyonce
be
can
like,
sing.
all right, Beyonce needs some school.
Beyonce can sing her ass off.
She can sing
She did
now.
some acapella stuff.
I'm
She
not-
sung acapella
Renaissance.
joints that made
She
me
did.
almost tear up.
That's what I'm saying. During the Renaissance, she did some
She
acapella
sung
shit
acapella.
that was
Now
Her
when
runs,
Trick
her
Daddy
runs.
tried to compare her to like Whitney's and
All
right.
right,
That's what I'm saying. No, that's what I'm saying.
And
That's what I'm saying. That's what Cam.
And
That's what Cam is
I'm
coming from.
saying. Like, he didn't even let him get the name out. He said, wait.
Whoa, goddamn it.
And
Even though she was on crack, that motherfucker was cold. That motherfucker was
The crack
cold.
might have been whack, but her
And
voice was still.
But
on point.
but that's where I come from.
Yeah.
Like when you talking about singers,
Yeah.
like not people that can sing is what y'all saying.
Yeah.
I'm talking
You
about
talking about a
singers.
But Beyonce can blow. Like
She can blow now.
I
think you need to really listen to a current like.
Maybe I do.
It's
Yeah.
so
Maybe I
it's
do.
so, it's so
Yeah.
hard because a lot of her music now is like dance bops.
That's
You know
why
what I'm
I
saying?
don't-
So you can't
I
really
don't
dance
hear
hard
it.
vibe right
You
now.
can't really
I
hear
don't
her
hear
voice.
it.
She's
during
in
the,
dance
but
vibe
during
right
the
now.
Renaissance, she did. You can tell when a singer doesn't sing it exactly like what's on the track, and then she kind of goes off. That's when you know when somebody's a singer. Like she, in many of her songs, she didn't sing it like the track. She was all over the place, and it was
I just want to hear.
amazing.
I don't even need all
It
that.
was
I just want to hear
Halo.
ballad.
It's like
Halo.
I just wanna hear
it's like
Halo.
Kelly. It's
She
like
sung Halo.
it's like Kelly.
Okay.
Kelly Rowland can sing. Michelle can sing. Beyonce can sing. I mean, it's just like
Now
they're
is
great
she,
singers.
is she the legends that we grew up on?
Hell
No, but
No.
is she the legends that these current people are growing up? Yes, she's
Okay.
their Whitney.
Yeah,
she's their Whitney. Beyonce is their Whitney. She's their Patty. She's their. She's that legend for them.
Wow.
I
Okay.
know.
Love on- look,
But we're
look.
older.
Love
Because
on
we're
top when
older.
she was hitting them.
We were on.
that
We
love
were.
on top.
But when she
shit.
sang
She's not even
Halo,
singing on that
Ooh,
song.
when
no,
she
she
sung Halo a cappella,
I would be inclined to listen to Halo because
Yeah.
that is a sing
That would-
song. Love on Top is just a pop song where it's just dun, 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 like she's not really
Eastside
singing
kept
on
getting
that.
higher. She was
Yeah.
showing her voice range though. To me, that's
Baby,
I was saying she kept getting
But
higher.
if you crank one of those out every time, that doesn't mean you can fucking sing, man.
Yeah.
Listen to Mariah's old like Vision of Love
Man.
album.
Listen,
That's
I
fucking singing.
shit.
Look,
you right on that one. You right on that one, but
concert in Madison Square in New York City last month, and I'm gonna tell you, girlfriend came with. It don't matter what
She can
surgery
still do
she
it.
Her,
Yes, she
her.
did
Now you
her
want to
thing.
talk about range? She starts down here,
hey,
and have you
no
heard the song
dis-
Emotions?
I've
Yeah.
heard
When
all.
she hits up here, she is. And I'm.
Oh,
And
what was that one? What was that one she
Beehive.
did with
And I'm not
with
trying-
Boys
You
to Man?
hear
What was the
me.
one she did with Boys to
You
Man?
hear me
God
fighting for my
damn.
life.
What?
And I'm not trying to take away from Beyonce. She's
No, I
great at what
definitely
she does.
understand, but I
Right.
also feel like you're judging this off of
Probably.
older
Older stuff.
older
Yeah.
stuff.
Absolutely.
And I was with
Absolutely.
you. I was
Yeah.
with you. There was a time frame where I was like, Beyonce's real dope, but she ain't holding
She
the
is.
candle to these people who my
Right.
mom listened to. Blah, blah,
Right.
blah.
Right.
But now the almost 40 something. How old is
What was
Beyonce
that?
now?
What was that,
She's
damn-
gotta be.
that movie
she's
Dreamgirls
gotta
when
be,
she sung
if
Listen?
not 40 knocking on the
42,
door.
I
Her voice has matured in a way that puts her in that
I'll
category
listen. I'll
now.
listen.
If you
Yeah.
remember
I'll
if you
listen.
remember the movie Dreamgirls when she did the scene, she sung Listen live in concert. That's what really took me away. I'm like, Beyonce, because I was in
There
the
was a
same boat
lot
as
of
you.
quiet
I'm like,
moments.
I'm
Because
willing.
we remember
She
some
killed
times
it.
when she were younger and we
because
like
there was a time for me where I'm like, Alicia Keys got it for me, but Alicia kind of, in my opinion,
No,
went down.
her skill never went anywhere.
it's
Skill
just
never, but her voice.
makeup, that when she stopped when she gave up on trying.
All right, we gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here.
Every time I see Alicia Keys, I'm like, God damn, what's wrong? What's wrong? You didn't got your husband and just
I was
stopped.
about to say she's comfortable now.
She very comfortable. She very
I'd be
comfortable.
mad as hell. I'd be mad as hell if
Like,
I
but
get
you-
my wife.
but
I
you ain't-
finally get to dream of
You ain't the
my
least
woman
I'm
of my
married.
dreams, and she just
She's like, woo!
She's like, I
Now
don't care.
that I'm joking.
Oh
that
my
made me
God.
upset.
Anyways, I think is that a good time to
I mean, did you have any more?
Or you
before we
done?
get
of course,
out of
you
here?
know, I always got
What-
more
how
for
long
days,
we been
man.
on?
We've been doing
We're at 120, so we can end it.
Oh,
we can
yeah,
go
it's
one
been
more.
long. Okay.
It's been a
whichever
long-
one.
One more.
We
One
done.
more.
We done. One
We
more.
got some good chemistry going right now.
One more. We
All
done.
right,
He just want to go home. He didn't want to spend all day here.
Yeah, I don't really care for y'all answers that much.
Last one and we done.
I don't know. I
Don't pick a shit so it's over fast.
I don't
That's
know.
what it's-
Since we're still since we're talking about singers, I'll just say this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Tyrese said
No.
GT.
What is that? What
See what I mean? Killjoy.
You a bully?
Because he talked to me about this in pre-pro,
What was it?
and I was like,
TGT's coming back. You know,
What's
that?
Tyrese,
Thank you.
Genuine, and Tank.
thank you.
What?
Thanks, see?
Like as a
See?
concert?
As
All
a
right,
tour?
y'all.
group.
Thank you for tuning in to our podcast.
Tyrese, I tried. Tyrese, I
And I'm the
tried.
bully. And I'm the bully.
What do y'all want from me?
That's not cool. He was on a breakdown. He was.
What do you want
You can't laugh
from
at
me?
the help from me in the show. Yeah,
It's about that
Tyrese
time.
was a bad one.
Yeah, I told you.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I mean, it was. Yeah. Okay, Mace, huh? Mace said something about Dwayne Wade. You want to bring that up? No.
That's a whole topic.
Okay, that's the whole topic. Say that
that's
for.
that's-
Look.
We'll wait till next week. to talk about
Alrighty,
that.
alrighty.
Yeah.
What do you want from? Okay, I'm gonna. All right, guys. Look, thank you so much for tuning into the In Your City podcast. Be sure to tune in every Sundays at 12 p.m. on WNSB Hot 91. The soul of your. Hey, download the app. Download the WSB app right now. We got some great content for you. We got a lot of great shit. Follow us on social media. We about to say,
Real quick, let's mention the full package.
Yeah.
Let's mention the
Yeah.
full package. All right, some of the heavy hitters that's involved in that show is sitting at this very table. And the full package has brought a vibe to the 757 area
Yes.
that is both controversy and love, and I like that type of stuff. I like it. It got the whole area in a frenzy, and I love it. So please, when the full package drop, tune in, follow us, all that jazz. Let us know how you feel about it, and even come to the shows. If you hear this, we still got shows all the way
Yes.
to March, right?
Yeah,
That's
the
right.
the first and third Sunday of every month through February and March, we got a show.
There
at
we go.
Buco Resto.
At
in
Buco
telling you,
Resto.
I'm telling you, it's
Yeah.
fire.
Resto.
It's
And
straight
it
fire.
is- woo.
Have the lumpia. Have the lumpia. Have the lumpia.
Don't get the tacos. Do not.
Yeah,
Get
don't get the
Don't get the
tacos.
pork tacos.
Chicken skewers are good also.
You
Cheese
gonna
break.
be shitting for days. You gonna be shitting to the next show.
Hey, but shout out to Buco, right? Shout out to Buco.
Shout out
We
to
love
Buco.
you. We love you.
But they know them pork tacos is dangerous. That's a goddamn.
Hey, when you
cleanse
order them
diet.
things, that bartender said,
Are you
Alright,
sure? Are
alright.
you sure?
We got another one that wants the tacos.
You sure? The cook just asked me, "Am I sure?"
If they say that, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
"Oh man, but yeah, we got a lot of great stuff happening." So hey, continue to tune in. Follow us on all podcast platforms: iHeart, Spotify, Odyssey. Hey, wherever you listen to your podcast, tune into the show. So we out. See you next time.
Woo-hoo.